What's up, everybody? So today, we're going to do a little bit of Sunspot testing. It's not going to be an extended test. There is a Tier 4 basic arena going on right now, and it's Sunday. It'd be nice to knock that out before the standard arenas begin. So we'll do a little bit of that. But again, it's going to be relatively quick. Just get a feel for the champion. And then we'll hit the Tier 4 basic. But what up, everybody? How you guys doing? Free crystal just got ready. I've been waiting on that. Sweet. Loves me some free crystals, man. Pixie Bell, first one in here, followed by Hendrix Bomba. Anastasia Girl, Miguel, Evie's Cliche. What's up, everybody? Alright, let me get a tweet out real quick so we make sure we have time to do everything today. Dearest, at Marvel Champions. I never got a chance to test that Sunspot fellow. Let's say fella. So let's. This tweet sounded dumb. Let me say this. Is Sunspot any good? I don't know because I never tested him. Let's take care of that right meow. As I am now live. Okay. Tweet. Alright. There we go. Done. Lakers bodyguard sending over 2 already. Saying Bonanza, what? Bonanza meatballs marinara spaghettio. Happy B-Day. Lakers bodyguard, what the hell? What kind of message is that? I kind of like it, though. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. Bonanza meatballs spaghettio slap. I forgot marinara. Whatever. Thank you for the 2, dude. Shout out to SpaghettiOs. BJ, I need some quick advice. About to take my 4-star ghost to 550. I'm good with her. Should I rank 2 my 5-star wasp? Don't really want to take a rank 1 into war, but I'm a bit short on tier 4 basic. Well, do you think you're actually going to use her? Actually, no, you might. If the enemy's close to dying and you don't want to revive your ghost or something like that, if you slip up, if you take a loss, I'd recommend it, yeah. But at the same time, if you have to delay that rank up a little bit, then delay the rank up a little bit. But eventually, yeah, you want to get that wasp ranked up at least to rank 2, if not higher. Lance Bomber sending over a couple bucks saying, yes, finally Sunspot testing. No call police now. Okay, good. Let me go ahead and update the Big D. Hey, just remember, too, the Tier 4 Basic Arena, it's on. And I need the Tier 4 Basics. So, wait, let me just double check. It is on, right? I never actually checked. I could have got it started earlier, I suppose. But, yeah. So we're gonna do we're gonna test him, but we're not gonna be like super thorough trying to get every little thing out of him we can. We're just gonna kind of figure out how he works, just so I understand and get a feel for the play style and stuff like that. Hey BG, just duped gold pool, or that's probably Gwenpool, right? And I have a 4 to 5 gem. I already have Blade at rank 5, and I run Deep Wounds, rank 5 Gwenpool. It is either her or Fraggle Rock, and he is low sig. So a low sig, that is not going to help you prestige-wise, and that's really the guy's only use. I don't know. Personally, I'm not really such a fan of taking Gwenpool up to rank 5. Some people do like their rank 5 Gwenpool, though. So I wouldn't do it personally, but others have. It's kind of personal preference, I suppose. So I had a crack at Act 6. Guess what? Now Cavalier. Douglas, very nice, dude. Congrats on your Cavalier title. And did we get a DAP raid? Hashtag Dapperoni. Sup, DAP and DAP raiders. BG, great call on 3.1 mil for the Sparkles cutoff. I was able to get her with that exact number. Awesome. Although that scares me. Please try to go higher. Brian, can you see the leaderboard in AQ? Well, I'm not going to go check right now, GM. Are you trying to trick me into showing our prestige? Is that what this is? Huh? I will not be looking there. Alright, anyway. Let's do a little testing. Let's do a little testing. So the first half of the stream, no mindset calculating results. Oh, I don't know. I didn't actually look. Oh, Dreamin' says same and everything. Okay. Sunspot. I mean, Sunspot. I'm gonna pop open the Discord for the first half of the stream here, at least, if anyone of the usual suspects feels like joining in. Please do. If not, well, it's all good. We'll figure this guy out one way or another. But there we go. That's open. All right. Let's do this thing. Wait, might want to read the one before that for context. What is the context? Havoc Test. He wasn't in Arena this week, but their budget Gonzo. Or wait, no, not but there. Hey there, budget Gonzo. Wow, is that what this guy is? Is that all he is to you? Is that all he is? All right, let me see. You pulled Sunspot? What star? No, I got him in the arena. It just says a 3-star. That's all. First things first. Let's give him a little spin in the old Realm of Legends. Just get a feel for the champ. Real quick. Also, don't have all the synergies because he's only here as a 3-star. Wait. No, never mind. I was going to say, wait a minute, didn't I go from as a 4-star because of one of the synergies? But no, that was Warlock that I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't have this guy as a 4-star. Okay. He's Sig 1. Sunspot increases maximum number of solar charges by 1. So that changes if we give him some of these guys. Confirm. Yes, it does. 3.96. Okay. I don't know what that means exactly, but, well, alright. I'm gonna go check out his animations real quick, and then, figure it out. Test him unduped, please. Damn it, unawaken him. Stop it. Damn it. Oh my god. It goes up to like a 20 increase? Okay. Got it. Let's go test his animations. Let's test it out. Just want to see if he's smooth. So he's constantly triggering those incinerates. He feels pretty good. He's got a little flippy back roll, but it doesn't feel weird. Like, he flips off screen. It's not like a short little flippy back roll. Like Stark Spidey's is pretty short. But look at that. He actually goes like off screen. Almost completely if I'm right next to them. Oh, SWAT. No. Whoops. Do other champs do that? I just haven't noticed it. I don't know. Anyway, I want to throw an L3. So let's do it. Ooh. That's kind of cool. If I'm being honest, the effects can get a little bit distracting at times. I don't think they're so distracting that they would like mess me up playing as him. But there are a lot of effects going on. Let's check out the L2 real quick. Okay. And that's the damage dealer one, right? The L2. I've heard stories of like 300,000 damage or something. Let's throw the L1. Okay. Well, animation-wise, feels pretty good. That was a very long. Oh, that's right. He has some kind of crazy. It's a 100% like perfect parry type thing, right? So that's a very, very long stun. And apparently, it's better. Maybe it was kind of short. Apparently, it's better to do the heavies instead of going for like multi-hit combos like this. From what I hear. $7 to 100. Dab just did a fight with his 455 Mon. His biggest hit was his special 3, which was like 6,800. Wow. Thought you were testing the 5-star version? Nope, I don't have the 5-star version. Is She-Hulk still going to be good after the nerf? Got her as a 5-star today. Yeah, man, she's still going to be an amazing champion. The nerf, it was a nerf. It definitely was a nerf, but in a lot of situations, you don't even play her that way anyway. Like what they're changing about her, you know. Like in Alliance War, people don't play her the way that she's. Like the nerf doesn't affect her. How to cheese 6.2 Sinister BG? How to cheese it? I mean, I don't know if there's a way to really cheese it. It's a tough fight. You need Fury. You need poison immunity. So the closest thing to cheesing it you can get, I would say, is having like a Heimdall on the team. This way you can open up the number of options to use, but it's not really cheese. Cheese is like just making something stupid easy, but there's no way to make him stupid easy. There are good strategies, but yeah. Alright, anyway, we gotta focus on testing though, guys. I'm sorry to not really focus on other comments so much. We really gotta test this dude. Second half of the stream, that's when I can answer a lot more questions and all that. Let me figure out how this guy works. For some reason, I have a better time figuring out if I start with the specials. So special 1, gain additional attack of flare state. Okay. Incinerates inflicted during this special attack lasts 9 seconds longer. Okay. What is flare state? Oh.
Hello.
Star? Hey, Star. What's up?
Yeah. Flare state's one of the constant little buffs that you get on your side. And when you lose it, you stop applying the incinerate.
Okay. Got it.
But the number of flare state, you get more by doing a special one.
Okay. But you only gain 1, right? Like, how quickly do they go away?
They go away when all your solar charges are removed. And when you have more flare state, you're putting out more incinerates per turn, and those expend solar charges per flare state stacks per hit.
Okay. You know what? Maybe I should start from the top this time. Alright, solar charges. Sunspot is immune to all incinerate effects. Whenever Sunspot would be incinerated, he instead generates 5 solar charges. Got it. Sunspot starts a fight with his maximum solar charge. 1 charge expires every 3 seconds. Okay, so he starts with 80, and then that gets extended by his awakened ability up to 100.
Well, since your 3 stars dupe to like what? Like to its 1.3, you get 81.3 at the start of the fight. Or whatever your sig is.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so every 3 seconds. Okay. Flare state. Sunspot maintains. And wait, he's Incinerate immune even without any solar charges, right? Yeah, never mind. Dumb question. Okay,
Yeah.
Flare state, max stacks 10. Sunspot maintains Flare state for as long as he has solar charges. If under the effect of shock or when running out of solar charges, Flare state is disabled and all stacks are removed. Okay.
Yep.
So shock counters this guy. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, and whenever Sunspot's attacks make contact with the opponent, he expends 1 solar charge per hit for each stack of Flare state. Each charge expended increases the damage of that hit by 209.
Which is about like 9% attack. At least for the 5-star, I think it is.
Okay. What? Wait, so...
So below that, within section, when he strikes an opponent, he inflicts an incinerate for each solar charge it's expanded. So if you have 1 flare state, it's doing 1 incinerate. If you have 2, it's doing 2, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And when the opponent's incinerated, they don't have perfect block chance, and it lowers their block proficiency by 50%. If you're not able to apply it due to chance, or if they are, purifying the incinerate, he gains 10% of a bar of power and a solar charge. But if they're incinerate immune, that doesn't happen.
Okay. I'm a little bit confused by the flare state thing though. So you start with 10 stacks.
For flare state, you start with 1.
You start with 1. Okay.
Solar charges are the ones that are on the leftmost, and you start with 80 plus of those.
Okay.
And then for flare state, you start with 1, and however many special ones you've used, it does another.
Okay. All right. So you build them up with special ones. Okay.
Yeah.
And then is that how the special 2 deals so much damage? You unleash it?
Yeah, the special 2 does more damage based on how many flare states you have.
Okay.
But you have to get there before you lose them.
Okay. Got it. Alright, so special 2, the final hit expends up to 15 solar charges. For each stack of flare state, Sunspot gains a prowess effect, increasing the damage dealt by the stack by 200%. Okay. Special 3, Sunspot recovers up to his maximum solar charges. For every 20 solar charges recovered, Sunspot inflicts 1 Incinerate debuff, dealing some damage over 12 seconds. Okay.
The other thing of note is when he's charging a heavy attack, he's pulling off the incinerates from the opponent, which is giving him power.
Oh, is that what it does? Okay, got it.
Yeah. So you can go into a fight, hit them till you have a special 1, do your special 1, charge heavy to get the incinerate, repeat, and then charge heavy till you have a special 3.
Okay.
And then rotate so you have 6 flare states and throw a very big special 2.
Okay. Alright, and then well-timed blocks, last thing before we go back to actual fight. For as long as Sunspot's opponent is incinerated, well-timed blocks grant 100% perfect block chance for the duration of his opponent's combo or special attack. When Sunspot performs a perfect block, he purifies 1 incinerate debuff on his opponent. Okay. Okay. I think I get it. Stats. Well, this is only a 3-star, but they're not going to go up much higher than this, so just seems kind of average. I think an alliance mate of mine has him ranked up. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, it's like mid-range attack and health.
I'll say Mad Cat has... No. He has him, but it must not be in the profile yet.
Because I know for 5-star, it's like, what is that, 26k health and about 2k 98 attack.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to Realm of Legends and let's test this out. So, oh, and I'm gonna throw on some synergies this time. Well, none of these synergies really matter, I suppose, but I do want my Warlock.
we're saying the integral from ASR has one in his profile if you did want to look at a high ranked one.
Okay, I'll take a look at that. Ronan, you have him too? Is he in your profile? Alright, well, wait, I don't care about this stuff, do I? No. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna throw in, like, some standard mutant synergies here.
Yeah, Warlock is the synergy that helps because it extends the length of the incinerates. So it gives you more time to get the power back from them.
Alright, let's get a little bit of crit going. Some extra special attack damage. Yes, it is in your okay. Alright, let me go take a look at that in a little bit here. Alright, let's do this thing. So, special ones, let me see if I understand this correctly. Special ones until it looks like I'm starting to run out of charges.
Yes.
Wait, I thought I lose
Special
one
every hit you're gonna apply Incinerate, and that knocks off a solar charge. And if you charge your heavy, you can get power from the Incinerates that are already on him.
Okay, I already messed this up. God. Hold on. Let's start this over. I totally blew it just looking at things. I think I misread something. Let me just confirm. Wait, no. Sunspot starts the fight with his maximum solar charges. One charge expires every 3 seconds. It looked like I was gaining a charge every 3 seconds. I don't know. Anyway, let's do it again. Do a speed test, 3-star Sunspot versus 455 mags. Yeah, jeez, man.
You do 3-star versus 6-star.
Alright. Let's actually do this here. Oh, I could have fired the L1 right there.
Yeah, and then the more flare state you have, the more Incinerate you put. And it'll deplete your solar charges faster. So you want to heavy them off.
Got it. Oh my god, there's so many Incinerates.
Yep. So no, he has like a similar way of playing a bit for like how Phoenix's charges work. It's similar to this. But not quite. But just with you have more of one, it makes it more quick that you lose the other.
Yeah. This guy's fun.
Yeah. And then you're gonna want to charge heavy and get to special 3.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit different, so I'm not playing it perfectly yet here. Yeah. But this is cool.
Well, technically it's more hot than cool.
Oh, jeez. As soon as I heard technically, I knew where that was going.
But yeah, he's a lot of fun, and it's just a pretty ramp up. But yeah, the other thing with charging the heavy is you get back those charges, and not just the power.
Yeah.
That helps you not run out as quick.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose too many charges. No. No.
Special thing.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, this guy is pretty cool though. I could see why some people liked him. Alright, I'm just gonna die here on purpose. was getting close to death anyway. How many hits did I do? That was only 78 hits with my 3-star. And I feel like I did pretty good damage for that amount. And I feel like I, you know, could have played better to deal a lot more damage. Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason, I think, in the character spotlight they put out, they had one of the devs write down that they got him to 8 of the flare states and then did a massive special 2 type.
Mm-hmm.
And we bugged them to tell us how they did that and then learn this rotation for him. Not that
Okay.
someone couldn't come up with it, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get it down a little bit better.
Dreamin is asking how important the SIG is. It's helpful to have because for the 5-star, having a max SIG means that you get 40 more of the solar charges to play around with. So your max then becomes like 120 instead of just the 80. Which really just makes it so you can keep your flare state up longer for more damage. It just gives you a little more weight, basically.
Oh my god, you're firing specials so back to back. So suicides are not Sunspot's friend.
No. And Incinerate immunity is not his friend either. If they purify debuffs, it's fine, but if they're Incinerate immune, he is very lack of damage.
Alright, I need to get an L2. Oh, no, 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 no. Didn't get any crits. I got a crit in the first one, but so the first hit of that was 10k. Yeah.
I think it's 13k. The last one was 10k.
Maybe. That's pretty sweet. Alright, but now I'm basically out of charges, so now I gotta get myself to an L3 quick.
Yep. And you can see how it looks when you don't have the flare state and how much damage it does per hit.
Yeah. Perfect block is cool. Perfect block is cool, yeah.
But yeah, Blazing Phoenix is saying an Agent Venom and being fight is fun with him. I think Camp brought the 5-star we were given into the Agent Venom fight in Labyrinth to test it out and had fun.
I was actually, oh man, you're just reminding me. I was there watching Cam's like initial testing.
Yeah.
And he did it against the Agent Venom in Act 5. I'm sorry,
Gotcha.
6.2. 6.2 is what I meant.
Yeah, I might have forgotten exactly where it was. Yeah, with fights where the opponent's shrugging off the debuff, you don't have to do the heavy spam. Okay, Cam is saying that he did get 10 flare states versus the Agent Venom in Labyrinth. I didn't misremember.
Nice. Yes, this guy's pretty fun. I totally messed up though, and now I'm not gonna get a big L2, I don't think. No, I'm just gonna die instead. Alright, how many hits was that? 101. Basically a 100 hit test.
The health.
And almost 150,000 damage. For
You
not having
had about-
suicides.
You had 26% damage taken off.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. I'm sure it'd be pretty difficult to pull this strategy off in something like Alliance War, but this guy's fun. I could see myself questing with him if I had a higher version. Okay. So, what else can we... I do want to test that Agent Venom thing for myself. Just because I saw Cam do it, but I didn't fully understand what was going on at the time. Is there an Agent Venom dual target? How did Brian just get a 3-star? Is SS Sunspot? Are you kidding me? We don't need another SS. I didn't just get him. I had him. I got him when he first came out in the arena, first round. But that was, you know, I couldn't do the testing that night.
You can try a hard trance 9. Might be an Agent Venom.
Hard Trance 9.
Yeah.
Is there any spaces in that or anything?
No, no spaces.
Hard Trance 9. What a name.
Don't know if it's still one, but at 1.0 it was.
It
Assumedly.
is. All right. Let's do it.
Sweet.
BG, you are not allowed to fight the Agent Venom in Labyrinth, just saying. Yeah, Dysentery Joe. Don't worry, man. We're not going there. Oh, son of a... I forgot he still shrugs off my parries, though. Alright, so I'm just constantly gaining power and my flare against him, right? That's what's going on?
Yeah, anytime he's shrugging and incinerate, you're getting the flare, the solar churches back for that. And then you just want to spam special one.
Sweet. Well, I probably could have ended that fight earlier, but that's cool. Let me try that one more time. Just gonna get like one L1,
Yeah.
and then rip an L2 and see how much damage that does. Oh wait, almost forgot to do an L1. Man, I'm already back to another L1. You know what? One more. You're not shrugging off enough, Agent Venom.
Zerafa Blaze is saying in chat with 2 flare states, a 5-star can one-shot almost anything more. And he's also extremely good against Whirl Wolverine. Tested my 5-star today and took him down in 55 hits. Nice.
Damn. This Agent Venom doesn't have enough health to to mess with. Clapback as well. Ooh, Ronin, clapback. Interesting. He's good for PTB in AQ.
Pleasure to burn.
Pleasure to burn, okay. I'm thinking there's one where they have to have debuffs on themselves, on them to deal damage, right? It's probably good for that.
Diss track, where it's
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. As long as there's no like incinerate immune. Because even someone like Crossbones, he's not going to be able to shrug all of them off, and the more he shrugs off, the more you're going to apply, and the more, you know, the more that are going to stick.
Yeah.
How about freezer burn? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because if someone's applying incinerate to you, you're also getting back some of the states.
Okay. Alright. This guy's cool.
So if you want to take them against someone's human torch, you can see some of how that works first.
Okay.
Not applying incinerate and getting incinerated.
We'll go dual Genser. Dun, 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 Lola.
Full screen Lola.
Jeez.
Full screen.
I'm like getting slapped in the face with Lola.
Hi, Mama.
Oh man. All right. All right. Let's duel this guy. Took out a linked Pleasure to Burn Hulk today. 360k health, no problem. Damn, Ronan. 360k. Ow, ow, ow. Dead. Oh my god. This guy hits kind of hard. I didn't write freezer burn. Thank you very much. Freezer bum. Oh god. Alright. Well,
R and N next to each other is close enough that it's easy to do that way.
well, I got wrecked in that fight, but it did seem like it was working, I guess. Okay. What else can we do with this guy? I feel like I have a decent understanding of him and how he works and all that. What's Ronan? Have you found any other use for this dude? I mean, it's already a decent number of uses in AQ and everything. I feel like that's probably where he's gonna be best used. Oh, you know what? I wanted to look up 5-star. Oh god, I never had to actually type in your name before. Is it? Oh god. I don't know. You know what? Here, I could do by alliance. Well, if I go to Dubes, then go to alliance. Aha, there it is. Zurafa Blaze sending over a loony. Thank you very much for the Canadian buck. I appreciate it, man. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Test him against Rolk. Rolk purifies all incinerates. He does, but man, he turns them into heat charges, right? It's kind of scary getting him all heated up.
But if you parry him, you'll have perfect block chance. Well, never mind. Never mind. That's not right. Because you won't be incinerated.
Oh, yeah. This is the wrong mutant. You're right. Yeah, I mean, we can test him, but that's kind of a scary test. Hey, Star O'Brien, would he be good for last 10% of champion 6.2 with his perfect block? I was thinking that he would, GM. I don't know if there's something that would prevent it.
There's not something that throws debuffs off of that champion boss. Because you just need the incinerate on him.
Yeah, I think you could do it.
Yeah, you just want to parry and wait till you have a special 3 only, I would think.
Yeah. Alright, so it's 40, so he has 120 heat charges. That's cool. 120 heat charges at the start. Let's just take a look at the other stats here. So the only thing that I don't really like about this guy, he has fine block proficiency and all that. The only thing that kind of stinks is his crit chance is a bit low. And in order for in order to see those real big numbers, you want a crit.
Yeah.
So, it's unfortunate what doesn't crit. Although I suppose it probably deals so much damage at a certain point that it's kind of like, it's kind of like Proxima, where they're just gonna die anyway, just from the special is so big. So Probably doesn't matter in all situations, but still, it's nice seeing those big numbers. How are you going to incinerate? How are you going to prevent yourself from getting cornered? Well, you have an extra long stun duration with the parries, and then you can get your attacks in. I don't know. I mean, you know, of course, fight could be more difficult than I'm imagining. It is a tough fight. I don't think it would be easy, but just being able to get so many additional attacks in while he's parry stunned, I would think you can keep the incinerates up constantly. So yeah, I don't like the low block, or I'm sorry, not the block. The low crit chance is a little bit annoying, and the low health pool is also not great. Be nice if that was at least 30,000, but 26.5, that is very low. Alright, he hashtags hero, new Avengers, X-Men, X-Force, medium, offensive raw damage. Okay. There's something with new Avengers now, isn't there?
He has.
Oh,
There's
I think
a
it's
synergy he
Warlock,
has.
right?
What do you mean?
I think like Avengers and New Avengers get some kind of bonus with one of Warlock's
It's with
synergies.
Iron Man, Infinity War, and Captain America for synergy that Sunspot has. Where when they're fighting villain champions, they reduce potency of any power sting and damage over time effects by 10%, increase up to 40% based on his sig level.
Okay, got it.
Then he also has the Science Champion one.
Yeah. Science Champions increase the duration and ability accuracy of any exhaustion, fatigue, heal block, petrify, slow, and weakness debuffs by 10%, increased to up to 40% based on Sunspot's signature level. Yeah, I still rather that be rank instead of signature level, but what are you gonna do? It is interesting how like the crit scales too, because 125. I mean, that's already, you know, that's already good.
Yeah, it's
Just
like the base synergy for a
yeah,
crit one.
and then going up to 325 just for one synergy. That's actually quite a bit when you think about it. Like you're stacking up multiple synergies in one in a way. So interesting. But it's with Mephisto and Hela. It's kind of tough to use. Health doesn't matter if you have perfect block. That's fair. Health matters less with the perfect block. You are able to extend your effective health essentially with that. So fair enough. Guess that's why it's a little bit lower. The armor one, does that do anything? No. But alright. Yeah, I like this one a lot with the Avengers, New Avengers. When fighting villain champions, reduce the potency of any power sting and damage over time effects by 10%. I wish I could test this one out. I wanted to get this to test him out, but I just couldn't.
Oh, is it not on the 3-star?
Oh wait, is it on the 3-star? I don't think it is.
I haven't looked to see if it is or not.
Yeah, no, it's just the crit and armor. Yeah, like I know it's not a synergy that can be used all the time because you're not always fighting villain champions, but there's enough villain champions in the game. And I feel like if you have suicides on, let's say using someone like a Captain Beardo or an Iron Man Infinity War, you're going to be healing from that poison. It's just going to be a constant heal. It's not going to be a big heal, but it'll be enough to keep you sustainable, especially with the amount of perfect, or the amount of block proficiency that those two have. So, okay. Well, I don't know if there's much else to test with this guy. I want to do one more run just in against Winter Soldier. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of other things that it'd be potentially could be useful for, but like I said, we're keeping tonight's testing a little bit shorter. My thoughts are, though, that I like the guy. He seems really fun. You know, I don't always enjoy some of the kind of ramp up and then the kind of, I consider champions like this. They have like a build up of power and then a way to unleash that power. And I don't know. This fight is going poorly. Devs do this in kind of all games, and they love to do it, and I don't always love it. But this is one of those cases where I think it's done pretty well.
One thing you could possibly do is just like go into one of the Sinister labs on a lower level and look at how he is against different nodes. But I don't know that you'd get that much out of that.
Yeah.
But Pleasure to Burn is like the one that people would probably want to see it tested against, and that's pretty limited to the map 7 AQ.
I totally messed this up, by the way. I should be sucking up those incinerates. I am playing this so poorly right now. It's tough sometimes to get in the right headspace to do some of these more unique style fights.
Yeah, sometimes it can take a couple before you're used to doing it. Ronan's saying you don't need to play him like that if you don't want to also, though.
Okay, so you can just... If you can, let's say they're stun immune, I guess you just build up a couple L1s and then let it rip on an L2.
When you pair, you also purify incinerates. Even if it's not a stun, so that's one thing you can do for stun immune.
Wait. So I think I purify. Wait, what?
On
Oh,
on
God.
well-timed blocks, you purify and incinerate
Off of the enemy.
off
guess?
the enemy,
Okay.
but just one.
Okay. All right. No, I get it. All right. It took a second to understand. Okay. All right. Well, that was fun. I want to try just real quick to see what it's like if I was playing him against someone who I could not parry, just to get a little feel for what Ronan's talking about. That special 2 did like 18k damage. I think that final hit did 18k. Most things are dead with 3 flare states with a 5-star rank 5. Okay. So we'll gain 1 flare state here. I think with the 3-star I can probably only gain 2, so that's probably where that extra sig level comes in. You know, the incinerates, they don't deal a ton of damage, but for a 3-star, seeing numbers like that is not that bad. I guess his regular attacks don't hit very hard though either. It really is a lot about this guy's special. And yeah, I think I can only get 2. Still decent. Oh wait, so every time I dex... Wait. Oh, I thought every time I dexed I gained 1. Was I purifying 1
No.
on dex? Hold on. One more time. Oh, you know, I did say I was gonna go test against a red Hulk too for the other person, so we could do that real quick, but I don't know how that's gonna go. Nathan Marilat, I hope I'm saying that correctly, said it over $2. Nathan, thank you very much. Saying BG, who's better, 6-star Warlock or Sunspot? Well, they're two very different champions. And, you know, in some situations you're going to want to use Warlock, some situations you're going to want to use Sunspot. If I could only pick one to add to my roster, it would be Warlock. I think they're both cool, but I do enjoy Warlock a little bit more. But seriously, like they're both gonna have their uses to handle some of the more annoying nodes out there, as we listed for. Like, okay, so actually I could put it like this too. Warlock, I think Warlock would be useful for kind of all stages of the game. Act 4 and beyond, I'll say, where you begin to see some healing nodes. There's not really too many healing nodes in Act 4, but I think there's like a 1% regen Magneto or something like that. And then in Act 5, we start to see some more healing nodes, and then there's, you know, Kabam. They've come up with a lot of healing nodes since then. They're all spread throughout Alliance War, all that stuff. So I think Warlock, for every stage of the game, Warlock's going to be useful. Sunspot, I don't know if he's going to be super useful for all stages of the game. I think he'll be more useful for some of the later stages. Some of the unique nodes that are in Map 7. Some of the nodes that are just deeper in the story quests. We're starting to see more Incinerate-based champions, so maybe as time goes on, he's going to pick up more usefulness there. Just being Incinerate immune and all that. And like the special challenges, like, you know, I'm sure he's not bad to have on the team for Sinister Labs. If I had a higher level one, it'd be more interesting to try out, but during the lower level ones, I don't know if it would really show a whole lot. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. Where can I test the Red Hulk that is not Labyrinth of Legends? Because my little 3-star is not going to do well.
Let me see.
I know there's like Act 5 even is going to be too tough because I'm pretty sure
try searching Jackson 230.
What is it? Jackson
232.
Nope, not anymore.
Then there's also someone that has Bedeau, but with different little characters in it.
Oh god.
If you can type that.
I
It should
cannot
just
type
be
that. The little special
you
character.
hold the E. That's normally a standard one on the keyboard. For just a flat line above it. If you hold on to the
flat
base
line
letter.
above it? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the only special character?
There's also the same thing with a Nova that'll also be in the menu if you have this one.
Okay. Man, I kind of forgot that you could do that. Oh, sweet. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this is a rank 2 6-star Awakened. Okay.
Oh yeah, there is.
Isn't there some crazy regen Rolk? In Act 6.
You can
Yeah,
probably
see-
find my story quest in a bit.
See, he's purifying it, but 2 combos, and he's already up to his max charges. It's not really that ideal to play with, I don't think.
In 5.3.6, there's a Red Hulk. That is half attack for everyone's not science. And cornered power reserve.
I think against someone who's guaranteed to purify it, it gets a little scary. You know, this is actually kind of fun, though.
There is a debuff immune Red Hulk in 5.4.3. So that will be worse than this.
I just realized maybe this is not so bad after all, because if I'm constantly using my specials, I'm constantly getting to a point where I could bait out a special from him. Let me try this again. This is interesting.
And Red Hulk's purifying on the Incinerate, so he's not just straight up immune to them.
Whoops. There. 45 Science Gem, Cap Infinity, Luke, or Rolk. Thoughts? Douglas, Captain Beardo's probably the way to go on that one. Alright, I want to see a big L2, so I don't want to do too many L1s. But it's at the same time, it's kind of addicting.
I mean, you want to do enough L1s where you have a lot of flare state to do the special too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to keep building, but I need to just unleash at some point. Three of those crit. Like 20k, man. That's...
Yeah.
This guy's cool, man. I didn't think he was going to be good against Red Hulk, but honestly, it's not bad. I don't know if I would trust that in Alliance War, just because in Alliance War, if you slip up and get hit, you're going to get wrecked. But, oh man, yeah, I would love to take this guy somewhere else. I guess he wouldn't be good against that Rolk in 6.1 unless you had... Because there's a poison node, right? So unless you had Nick Fury on the team. If you have Nick Fury on the team, then I think you'd be able to do it.
But yeah, any fight where the opponent's immune to the Incinerate or immune to stun and not applying Incinerate to him, then he's kind of gimped on damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this dude's cool. I'm happy that I was urged to test him. I was pretty much just giving up on the champion. But he's cool. I like him. I do think that I think he's got interesting enough use that maybe other champions don't exactly have covered, that he'd be useful on everyone's roster, but... Well, every late game player's roster, I would say. But probably not your go-to champion unless you're just having fun dropping those big L2 bombs.
Pretty much.
Super Dirty Pickle started Cobra Kai on episode 7. It's awesome. Hell yeah, it's awesome. But okay, that will conclude Sunspot testing for today. If you guys actually want to type things in the chat that I can actually read, I will actually read them. And then I'm going to go hit the Tier 4 Basic Arena.
And I'm going to bop off to let you do that.
Alright.
So, bye.
Sounds good. Star, thanks for hopping on to help.
Of course.
Alright. Later. Okay. 6.2 day stream tomorrow? No. I was thinking about it. We've got a lot of stuff to do around here, my wife and I, and we've been neglecting certain things, certain adult things, adult responsibility things. Geez, sounded possibly bad the way I just said it, but you know, chores and all that nonsense. And we decided, yeah, tomorrow we're just gonna just get to it all, man. Just get to it all, catch up on everything that we've been a little bit behind on. So, unfortunately, no 6.2 stream tomorrow. But you can get another 0 paths completed. I know. It's so tempting. Good, help mama with chores. Yeah, we gotta do it. There's always some excuse, usually from me, as to why, like, oh no, we shouldn't, let's just do it later. But, no, we gotta actually do it. So yeah, that's gonna be the day tomorrow. It's better than virtually doing nothing on stream. Wow. You know, if you don't like the streams, Cam, you don't have to watch them, man. BG, quick question. What is an estimate on the score range to get rank 11 to 50 in Tier 4 Basic Arena? I have no clue, dude. Nobody has talked about the scores for those ranks in almost ever. Back when it was somewhat relevant for some of the higher guys to go for it, they wouldn't want to share their scores. And now I don't really hear anybody talking about going for it, and nobody shares their scores. Back in the day, it used to be something like anywhere between like 6 and 12 million or something like that, but people didn't have nearly as many 5 stars and all that, so I don't know if that means it went up or if people care less and it went down or stayed the same. I don't know. Was building a cube organizer. Instructions unclear. Ate a block of cheese. Oh god. Just curious, BG, do you think 6-star Luke Cage can take Crossbones Act 6? With the Biohazard? Luke Cage does not really have anything against Biohazard. Luke Cage is gonna... Oh, wait, no. What am I saying? Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. He's bleed immune. You dummy. Talking to myself when I say dummy. No, I mean, maybe, but I don't think so, because he's constantly going to be purifying the debuffs that you're applying, and without those debuffs, Luke Cage doesn't hit super hard. So... yeah. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Oh, I love them. Makes me feel better about early years of college. I was sober and knew what was going on less than 10% of the time. Wow. Okay. What's up, BGX6 tomorrow? Aldo. I was just talking about that. Unfortunately, no Act 6 tomorrow. I'd love to get back in there, but we've got some adulting to do, man. Got some chores that we're a little bit backed up on. We're just gonna knock it all out tomorrow. My wife and I together, since it's just much easier that way, right? We gotta do it. We'll see about Tuesday, because Tuesday AQ is still gonna be down, so there's a chance that I can get back in there Tuesday. I don't want to promise anything. We'll see. How do you build the infinite streak in the Tier 4 Basic Arena? It's very similar to the 4-star featured arena. You know, first 9 or 10 rounds, just like any arena, you kind of just throw in whatever champions you have. Lower level champions I recommend. This way you could save your higher level champions to get onto the actual infinite streak. So after those first 10 rounds, just throw in your highest champions. They're not always going to be super easy fights. If you have like 455 champions and higher, then generally those will be manageable fights. You'll run into some Kang Thanos teams. After you get to a streak of 15, things start to ease up a bit. But you're not really totally safe until a streak of like 18 or 20. But I basically, yeah, just use my highest level champions all the way from 10 to 20. Like I said, 455. Actually, you don't even necessarily need 455. 550s will generally be all right too. But they can be annoying fights at times. And then once you're on the infinite streak, let's say you're 20 rounds in, you're on the infinite streak. You want to run 440 4-stars or higher, or rank 2 5-stars or higher, or you can mix and match a higher level champion like a 550 4-star with 2 rank 3 4-stars. Now, if you are still building your roster up to that point, totally understandable. When I was newer to the Tier 4 Basic Arena, I had to, you know, I basically just built up, I built up I would build up a streak to like 10 or something like that, and then I would just die and reset it and do that over and over. Not the fastest way, but it can get the job done. If you don't have a lot of really high level champs, you can sandbag in Tier 4 Basic. Oh, yeah, that's true too. You can sandbag. Use 2 4-star 440 plus a 1-star champ for fights 10 to 15. Yeah, that is certainly another option. BG, do you know what Captain Sparkles went for? I don't, but Donut Cop is saying lowest that he heard is Sparkles was 2.95 mil. Okay. Which is somewhat close to what I was guessing. And I don't think that she's going to go up or down, really. I think she's going to go about the same. Maybe slightly down. Ever so slightly. If you're looking to go round 2. Oh, man. I've got no suicides on. This bites. Well, wait. I should probably just put suicides back on. I was leaving suicides off because I was thinking I would do Act 6 again tomorrow, but I'm not doing that. It's tempting to leave them off for right now anyway, because what about Tuesday? Yeah, I'll suffer through without the suicides. At least I don't have Resonate on. Do you think I should rank 5 Namor Sig 200 or rank 4 Omega Red Sig 60? Oh boy, that Namor sounds mighty nice. I generally prefer Omega to Namor in a lot of situations, but I do prefer Namor over Omega in some situations too. And because your Namor is Sig 200, I gotta say Namor in this case. If it was, you know, they were both Sig 100 or something like that, I would say, maybe just go for Omega Red. But Namor Sig 200, the prestige is going to be monstrous. Your alliance will like that. And, yeah, he's just a good champ overall. A lot of different situations that he can handle. I'm actually at 700k rating and 5 rank 5s. I just never played the Tier 4 Basic Arena. Aha, okay. Fair enough. So okay, you shouldn't have any problem if you just first 9 rounds, I would say, just throw in whatever your low rank 5 stars. Sometimes I even like to just throw in my 3 stars. It feels easier with the 3 stars because you're fighting other lower rated teams. And then yeah, once you get to a streak of either 9 or 10. Just work your way from the top of your 5-star roster down, and I'm sure you'll be fine. Do you take what's yours is mine, since you always run Resonate? I very rarely run Resonate. No, I do not take that node. I basically take Acid Wash, Buffed Up, the Spider-Verse path, there's 2 different ones. And, what's that one? The one where if you put a debuff on them, it also applies to you. The one that Ronan just mentioned not too long ago that Sunspot's good for. I don't know. I just don't apply debuffs during those fights. I just use Hype and don't use the L1 or Medusa and don't hit him with the Armor Shatter. Ninja Masteries, Brian. Also, what's up? What's up, Yuki? I was just talking about that. I'm gonna leave them as is for right now. I can't do Act 6 tomorrow, but there's a chance that I'll get in there on Tuesday. Kind of want to leave things alone until then. Oh god. Well, I messed that up. It still came out alright. Stop putting Infinity Man in the arena. Good morning, my banana man. What's up? You're so polite and explain very smartly. I like it, and that's why I follow you. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's funny, earlier today I was hearing the exact opposite comment. I'll admit, it is sometimes people like your answers, sometimes people don't. Or I guess earlier people were just not liking I was focused on the content and not reading their questions, but you know. What's yours is mine is annoying as hell, so Cam gives it to me. I don't know why. Clapback? Yeah, clapback. There we go. I think... I don't remember if I take Caustic Temper anymore. I used to. I don't know if I was taken off that path, or it's just that we haven't seen that variation of AQ in a little while. I think I still take it. Guys, I might need to see a doctor. My memory is not good. But I know I take Buffed Up. I take Buffed Up in more than one variation. I take the Spider-Verse path in more than one variation. Whatever happened to Can't Stop, Won't Stop? It stopped. Lack of sleep, BG. You're absolutely right, Pixie Bell. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night, and I haven't got a ton of sleep in the past. Oh God, it's been a little bit rough for me sleep-wise. Probably, I want to say, since like the first Summoner Showdown. Not related to the Summoner Showdown, but I remember getting very poor sleep that night, and I've just been getting very poor sleep ever since. I go through these phases where there'll be times where I get like, oh man, I get such good sleep every night for like 2 weeks. And then there are times where I can go months at a time where I'm getting like on average 3 or 4 hours at sleep, or 3 or 4 hours of sleep at night every night. You know, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. And I've just been stuck in that kind of a phase recently. More suicide friendly, Cap Sparkles or Cap Infinity? Sparkles is more suicide friendly. She's got that poison immunity at least. Hey BG, what's RNG? So RNG is random number generator. It's just means randomness essentially. But yeah, people call it random number generator because there's not like true randomness. There's like a little, you know, it's a pseudo randomness based off of. I mean, it depends on where you're finding it, but let's say as a very basic RNG, like in a video game, let's say you're flipping a coin, heads or tails. There's only 2 sides, so somebody might say like for every time someone presses a button to do like an electronic coin flip, the odd millisecond is going to be heads, and the even millisecond is going to be tails. And it's basically random, right? Because you don't see the milliseconds. You just know, hey, I'm going to tap this button. But it's not actually random, right? It's just that's how it's being generated. That's a very basic and yeah, it's a super basic explanation. Normally they're based on other things, more complex things that we can't see. So like when the crystal is opened, there has to be something that is determining what is being given to us. We don't know what those things are though, so we can't control it. People like to think that there's things that they can do to help control it, but I've never seen any actual proof. It's more of just like people thinking, oh, if it comes in from the top right corner or the bottom right corner. Wait. If it comes in from the side, not on the corner, that's how you know. It's the game that prevents us from sleeping? Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. But sometimes, like, there's nothing to do in the game. And I still have a hard time sleeping, you know? No Alliance Quest on, or even if Alliance Quest is on, I already handled all my nodes. Same thing for Alliance War, nothing else to do in Alliance War, so nothing Alliance-based. Waiting for arenas to start and stuff like that, and still just, well, can't sleep. It's funny, man. So I always thought that video games prevented me from sleeping, because, you know, staying up, especially like on a computer where you're very close to the monitor, and you know, so I was into computer games and stuff, and just having, you know, not very good nights of sleep. And one time my computer just it wouldn't turn on anymore, and you know, after doing some troubleshooting, determined it's just time to put together a new computer. It was I feel like there was I can't remember exactly what the situation was, but I think we like saw like physical overheating damage on the motherboard or something like that. And yeah, I just had enough, and I was like, all right, time to put together a new computer. And what's it called? So I ordered, you know, this was before I was actually, yeah, this was before I was putting together my own computers, and I just ordered a pre-built one online, and I was not going to pay extra for the expedited shipping. So it took like 2 weeks for it to be delivered, assembled and delivered and all that, right? And during those 2 weeks, I just couldn't play any games. You know, at that point, I wasn't really playing any console games. I think I had access to them because I was still living at home, and you know, my brother had some of them, but I just wasn't into it. And I didn't play any games at all. This is before like smartphones were a thing, or I guess they were a thing, but I didn't have one. And I had nothing to distract me, nothing to, you know, no like visual bright screen stimulating me at night. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. It was even worse. I was like, oh, good, this will be a time for me to catch up on my sleep, and then when the computer is here, I'm sure I'm going to be so, you know, just psyched to have a computer that, a new computer that I'm just going to be playing constantly. And yeah, I slept so much worse for those 2 weeks. It was unbelievable. I don't know. I don't know what exactly what was causing it. Maybe there was just nothing to exhaust me anymore. Like, you know, because playing games, depending on the game you're playing, like the mental fatigue is real, you know? So there wasn't any of that, and I wasn't doing anything, like, you know, I wasn't really getting physical activity. So I think I just, like, there was nothing to tire me out. And yeah. And then I got the computer and I actually slept a lot better. If I remember correctly, RNGs use a seed number and a formula to generate a result. Yeah. The seed is something that fluctuates to make it pretty damn random. Also, though Vsauce and Veritasium have some good vids, very little is actually truly random. I've seen those vids. They are good. Yeah, and some things you can actually control the seed. I used to talk about Legend of Zelda randomizers in here. I don't know if anyone is familiar. But with Zelda games, I think they've done it with multiple Zelda games, but the one that I enjoy the most is A Link to the Past. I've never played the randomizer for it, but I've watched other people like race it, and you get to like pick the seed basically. This way you can both start with like the same randomization essentially, so that when you're racing it's like a fair race. It's pretty cool. Yep, random number generators want to get as close to truly random as they can, but that gets to be not quantifiable. Yeah. But yeah, essentially it's just, I don't know why everyone says RNG instead of random. I mean, I guess, like I said, it's technically more accurate to say random number generator or RNG for short. But even still, I don't care about being technically accurate on this. It's basically random, you know? It's basically just random. If you don't have control over it, you're doing something to cause a essentially random result. But there's just something, I don't know, something that kind of makes me and a lot of other people just say RNG. This guy's my favorite MCOC YouTuber. Thanks, man. What's up, Brian? What's up, Dominic? J Divine. BG, variant 3.2.3 biohazard path is rough with Thing, Korg, and Iceman. Variant 3.2.3 biohazard path. Oh, yeah, having those champions on it. Yeah. Got Dorm for Korg. I don't know who to use for Thing, and gonna wait for the Colossus buff with Cold Snap immunity for Iceman. There you go. For Thing, I don't know either. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I used Omega for like all those fights. But yeah, I know Omega's not an option for everybody. I don't know. You could probably, well, no, I don't know. Good luck. I know it's very helpful, right, Jay? But good luck, man. BGE, what do you think about Cole Obsidian? I'm thinking of taking Medusa to rank 4 instead of Hype and Cole. I think Cole is cool, just sometimes hard to use. Because he doesn't have a ton for utility. It's mostly just about hitting things really, really hard. And also, survivability is a bit low. No healing, lowish. Not even low-ish. Low block proficiency. It's pretty low. For sure, if you cannot predict it, it's random. Yeah, basically. Feels right, but at the same time sad? Oh wait, the previous comment. I've decided to stop playing MCOC. It feels so weird because I've used so much time in the game the last couple of years. Feels right, but also, oh man. Well, hey, sometimes taking a break can be good. Here's what I'd recommend. Just make sure to leave your account intact. Some people, they nuke their account or something like that and then regret it later. You know, take a break. Maybe it'll be a permanent break for you, or maybe you'll decide you feel like playing again or something like that. Totally understandable, though. What do you call a bee that comes from America? A USB. Oh, God. Terrible. Terrible. Boo. My favorite YouTuber ever. I always check out your channel for new stuff. Thanks, dude. Sunspot testing done? Yes. Sunspot testing was the first half of the stream. The short version of it is I think he's pretty sweet. I think he's got some use for some of the more unique nodes that Kabam has created for endgame players. maybe not super useful for if you're not in that kind of end game mode. But even still, it's not like he's useless elsewhere. He can still hit really hard and all that, but there's other champions that probably have those other fights covered. But some of the more unique nodes that Kabama has created for Map 7 and Act 6 and all that, he could be really good for that. Hi Brian, I'm trying to decide between 565 Aegon and Captain Sparkles. Haven't done Lab or Act 6, and I don't have a 5-star Nick Fury. Both are duped. Which should I go for as my first rank 5? Well, I would go with Sparkles personally. I think it's a decision that you're gonna have to make for yourself, but I would go with Sparkles. The reason for that is I just you know, I don't always want to have to build up the champion every time I go to play them. And I think Aegon could potentially be a good rank 5 to have if it's not your first rank 5. Unless your goal was just to knock out Labyrinth. If that's your goal, then hey, I mean, Aegon's going to be better than Sparkles for that, for sure. But, for example, just when you're out, you know, questing, you know, going through the monthly event quests and stuff like that, and it's gonna vary for everybody. Maybe you do really enjoy the build-up process, but personally, I don't always want to build up, and I'd rather just play someone like Sparkles, who you don't have to, you know, worry about getting hit while playing your, you know, while building up your combo and stuff like that. That stuff would wear on me. I already had a problem with that with Star-Lord to some degree, where, you know, I just rather play other champions than Star-Lord in a lot of cases. So yeah, it's personal preference though. Go with your gut. Go with who you feel is cool. BG, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you'll never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you and I need you, and I'm down for you always. Tell me you didn't sing it. I didn't sing it. Was I supposed to sing it? 'Cause whoops. Hang on one sec, guys. Okay, there we go. Damn it. Alright. So Sunspot or Human Torch for Incinerate. I think Sunspot was more fun than Human Torch, but I would prefer to have Torch between the two. I don't know which one's better for some of the nodes that, you know, like Ronin who used to be in 4 Loki, he was telling us some of the things that he uses his Sunspot for, and I don't know if who'd be better, him or Torch for those things. It might be that Sunspot's better. It's hard to tell with my limited experience. But the Fantastic Four, you know, I like how they synergize together and all that, and yeah, I do like Torch's animations better, if that's a factor. I don't know if that matters to most people, but I do like his animations better. But they're both cool. Hey BG, why don't you play PUBG? There's only so much time in the day, man. There's a million games out there to play. Could ask why I don't play any one of them. And the answer, I guess, is just that, well, I'm playing this game. Speed of building up drives me crazy when a good champ is based on synergies and suicides. That's why, although Star-Lord is a ramp up, I'll always appreciate his simple and basic damage. Yeah, you're right. I mean, there is something nice about that. That it's he doesn't rely on anything. He's his own champion entirely. He comes from a time before unique synergies were really a thing. Howdy BG, I have 11 5-stars and I'm contemplating on getting a 27,000 dungeon crystal. I'd have to grind dungeons more, but I also could get a basic crystal right now. Which do you recommend? I recommend going for the dungeon crystal. It's not that much more expensive. When it comes to like getting a 5-star basic versus 5-star featured, I recommend going for the basic crystal in that case. But it's not too much more expensive to go for a the dungeon crystal, and if you can target one of the champions, one of the super OP champs, it'd be pretty good. Although, oh man, you know, I'm thinking about it a little bit more. Hold on, hold that thought. Maybe it would be fine just to go with the basic here too. Because I'm thinking about, like, well, which crystal do I recommend you go for? And really, they all have a few good champions in each of the crystals. And how are the odds different? Let's say there's like a 30% chance to get someone good out of a crystal. Well, there's still probably like a 30% chance to get someone good out of a basic too. And it just kind of groups all of them up together. I don't know what the exact chances are. I would have to really sit down and figure it out. But you know what? It's a tough call, man. It's a tough call. I think if you had more 5-stars, then I think it'd be easy to say, yeah, definitely go for the dungeon crystal because, you know, you really want to hone in on some of these better champions that you're missing. Like a 10% chance at Ghost is not something that you're ever going to get out of a basic crystal. But how much do you really need that 10% chance at Ghost when you still need a lot of other champions to supplement and all that? So, man, it's actually tough. I'm leaning more towards the basic crystal now, actually. I'm leaning towards the basic crystal, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea if you did want to target a champion specifically and go for the whatever dungeon crystal they're in. I have a Ghost Blade and a Magic. Would a dupe of any of those champs be worth it? Yes. Honestly, duping Blade is probably going to be the best thing for you. Just have that sustainability, the healing that Blade brings to the table. Ghost, you're probably fine enough playing Unawakened if I had to guess. I mean, you know, I don't know exactly where you're at. That's why I'm saying, like, if I had to guess. But I'm just trying to picture what content you're going through in your you know, at your point of progression currently. Man, you've got some really good champions for only having 11 5-stars. Ghost and Blade. I have over 100 and I don't have those. Of course, Magic's really good too. Yeah, I don't know. I guess trying to get uncollected really right now. Okay. I'm actually leaning more towards the basic. I'm leaning more towards the basic. But like I said, if you, let's say you you really like one of those champions and you want to go for the dupe or something, I wouldn't fault you, man. I don't think there's necessarily a big difference between the two. Like I said, for the basic and for the featured 5-star crystal, when you're actually spending your 5-star shards, I think there's a very big difference personally. But the dungeon crystals, it's a much less it's not as big a difference between the two in terms of how many artifacts you're spending. I just opened a basic from the dungeon store and duped my X23. Okay. How do you feel about that, Donut Cop? I know some people love X23, some people maybe not as much. Alright, come on, Cyclops. Oh, who am I kidding? Oh, he did throw, wow. I was about to give up on him, and I got blasted by it too. Nice. Yo, BG, fancy seeing you here. Where else would I be? This is where I am. This is where I live. I live to play the arena. Hey BG, Ghost or Venom, both unduped 5-star. Who should I max first? Well, if you are comfortable with Ghost style, then I'd recommend Ghost. If you are not comfortable with that style, then I don't recommend Ghost. Really, it just depends on you. They're both good champions, though. Eventually, you want to get them both ranked up. My wife's chiming in saying X23 is beast. Yeah, my wife loves X23. She would love to get a 5-star. I'll just go over the basic. Thanks for the advice, though. You the man. No problem, dude. Just finished Variant 3 today and got a second Mystic 4 to 5. I am waiting for Symbiote, but I don't have any other Mystic champs. Doctor Strange will get one unless the new Widow is godly. You know, this new Widow has a bit of hype going for her. Lakers bodyguard. Definitely wait and see. Seems like we're both in a similar pickle with these Mystic gems. Congrats on completing Variant 3, by the way. BG, which 4 stars are worth rank 5? A lot can be worth rank 5. I can't really just go off an entire list right now off the top of my head. But there's a lot of rank 5 worthy champs. Here's what I recommend. If you're a bit newer to the game, it's a good idea to have highly sustainable champions. Highly sustainable champions, meaning they can heal or they have high block proficiency, stuff like that. Blade is a great example of someone who, if you were lucky enough to get a Blade and can awaken him and stuff, like that's an amazing rank 5. As a 4-star. Because, yeah, he's got good block proficiency, he's got the ability to heal and all that. And if you can get a little synergy going with Ghost Rider, tons of villains for him to mow down. But other healing champions are really nice too. You don't always need to have healers, but it is nice. But yeah, I really can't go through an entire list off the top of my head. If you are interested in a champion in particular, let's say you've pulled a few champions and you're really liking one, and you have questions about that champion specifically. Like, let's say I'm playing Mordo here right now. Let's say you like Mordo, and you were to ask me if Mordo is worth rank 5 as a 4-star. Well, I would say probably not. Although he is pretty cool. There's probably better champions out there while you're still kind of getting things together, developing your rank 5s. Not only Widow, October is around the corner and other mystics are coming. Yeah. It's true. We already have Symbiote, so who is getting the rank up gem? No clue. None at all. Archangel or Gwenpool for the Awakening gem? I think Archangel needs it more. Brian, we are just going to combine the socks in one box because, come on, son. Reality. Okay, fine. Opening my 6th 5-star in 3 days. So far, I've got Quake, Green Goblin, Storm, Rogue, Iron Fist, going for Uncollected. I'm on the Storm quest now and am stuck. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully you get somebody good. You have a couple of good 5-stars, but some of them not as good. Quake has a very unique playstyle. If you're able to master it, then I mean she's a monster. There's some good videos out there on that, but it can be pretty difficult. Other than that, Rogue is not too bad, but yeah, I hope you get somebody really good, because some of those other ones a bit difficult to use to try to go through that content. 15k shards for Mordo. Yeah. Kind of excited for the fall, even Halloween's around the corner, and I'd like to see some scary champs added like Lady Death or Rage / Anti-Venom. We'll have to see what Kabam has up their sleeves this holiday season. Jane Foster getting the rank up gem, because why not? No, she is not getting ranked up. Not unless she gets a rework. PG, I kind of suck at the game. Any tips? Sure. When it comes to fighting, you want to be more defensive and reactive to what the enemy is doing. So if you find yourself getting punched in the face a lot, make sure you're not just like dashing in and out at them wildly and stuff like that. Really just be patient, wait for them to make the first move, and then react to it. Most times when you're reacting to it, all you need to do is parry them. You know, when they're dashing at you. Just to block at just the right time, land that parry, get your opening. So yeah, that's my first piece of advice, is just to really practice patience. Maybe you already do that, but I know a lot of people, they just can't handle it, man. They just can't. They want to just be flying all around the fight, and that can be problematic. The other thing I'd recommend is going to check out the Dork Lessons channel. Dave has a video over there, actually it's a whole series, how to fight like a ninja, and some of the concepts get a little bit more advanced, and those ones might not be super beneficial to you, but there's at least the first few in that series are going to be very useful, and if you could practice some of the things that he's talking about, you will become a better fighter. See, Pixie Bell says it. Parrying I learned from Dave. Yep. Found yourself dying in the game, watch Dave's series Fight Like a Ninja. That's how I got good. There you go. Another testimonial right there. Just had the highlight of my MCOC career. Soloed 3rd Ultron boss with Quake. Damn. The 3rd Ultron boss. We're talking variant, right? Good stuff. Some really good stuff. Yo, do you have a 6-star Vamos? Oh, Gamora? That's what you're saying? I do have a 6-star Gamora, yeah. You have 6-star Gamora and Deadpool. I do, yep. I still struggle quite a bit to play champs that rely on parry since the AI is a little wild many times. That's true. The AI can be kind of unpredictable at times, you know, makes things challenging. If it was too predictable, though, it'd also be boring, so. But yeah. The more you practice, the more you start to kind of see these patterns, and the parries will start to feel a bit more natural. Is that Killer Beezy in here? What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Yes, variant with 500k health has Limber 2 spent 5 minutes in the corner. Dude, that's... Kyra, that's some good stuff right there. I could not do that. If you gave me 100 tries, I probably couldn't solo that that fight with Quake. I would need maybe 1,000 tries. The first 900 to practice, and then eventually I'd get it. You got 6-star Immortal Iron Fist? No, I do not. No 6-star Immortal Iron Fist. No 5-star Immortal Iron Fist. That dude is rare. It's very rare. Let's go, Yellow Jacket. Don't got time for your shenanigans. You got gold pool. I do have gold pool. Yep. That one I do have. 5-star. He's only available as a 5-star. But I do have a gold pool. He's not really too useful. He's more of just a trophy champion. Speaking of gold, though, I hope we do get that gold summon, or yeah, the gold. Is it still called Summon Appreciation, or I guess so? For the anniversary of the game. I really hope we're getting that. Just thinking about my gold and how it's gonna be all gone relatively soon. I need more. I need more allowance, yodelay. Anybody? Anybody? I need to buy some comics. I need to buy some gum. It's a Doug reference. The cartoon Doug. Pixie Belle got it. Is Immortal Iron Fist good? No, Immortal Iron Fist, he's just a trophy. Just a very rare champion. Iron Fist used to be a decent attacker before they nerfed his armor breaks. Yes. He hit pretty hard. He hit pretty hard and didn't really have any ramp up time. Just a couple attacks to get the first couple armor breaks going, and then, yeah, his damage was pretty high. People were using him for Legends runs. But otherwise, I don't think he was ever too good for stuff like Alliance War. He doesn't have a ton of utility outside of those armor breaks. Cynical Alex sending over 5 of them Canadian bucks, talking to Toonies and a Looney, saying BG is a trophy husband. The nicest thing. I can't believe you said that. Oh, I'm over the moon. So happy right now. To be acknowledged as a trophy husband feels so good. Cynical Alex, dude, thank you so much for them 5 Canadian bucks. Appreciate it, man. You know, is it wrong to want a trophy of yourself? Can I make? I think I'm gonna try Googling that. I'm sure there's like 3D printed trophies out there, right? I want to just get a bunch of weird stuff like that, and then do like an MTV Crib style video, where I'm just like, yeah, here's the statue of myself. I gave it to myself for hitting 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Just have a bunch of other really dumb things like that. Hey BG, what headset to use while streaming? Johnny vs. the Contest. What's up, man? I use it's a Sennheiser piece of you know, actually it's the Mickey D's, it's the Sennheiser Mickey D's drive-through. MCO Cribs, dude. There we go. Marvel Contest of Cribs. That'd be pretty fun, actually. Do you have a 6-star Warlock? I do not. I have a 4-star, but that's it. BG, be honest, is Panaman Pete's hair really that luxurious and beautiful in person? Yes, Pixie Belle. Did you watch the Summoner Showdown? It is amazing. His hair is amazing. I've touched it twice now. Smelled it 3 times. He doesn't know about that, especially that 3rd time. No, but no, it's glorious. No, I didn't. Oh, well, in the Summoner Showdown, I wish I could pull up a picture right now. But yeah, if you just type in on YouTube Summoner Showdown, it's the 5th week. It'll pop up pretty easy. MCOC Summoner Showdown. Take a look at that when you get a chance. And in the most recent one that happened, what is it, like 5 days ago now? Oh, it's a thing of beauty. A beauty. BG, your hair is majestic. Thank you. You're not the first person to tell me that. I get that all the time. ABG, any advice to kill the collector characters gameplay? In general, for the champions that you want to use high DPS champions that don't take a lot of build up in that fight. Because it's hard to build up. You know, I mean, Stark Spidey is alright because he hits pretty hard even at low poise. So you want hard-hitting champions. Doesn't, you know, I mentioned Stark Spidey, but it doesn't have to be Stark Spidey. But I did kind of mention him for a reason. Because then, after you kind of have that box checked of a hard-hitting champion, I would say bonuses for that fight are auto evasion, because evading his specials are freaking impossible. Actually, someone like Spider-Gwen can be really good because since the specials are unblockable, she has a very high chance to evade. And then Power Burn is also a bonus to have. So again, Stark Spidey with the heavy attack to power drain a bit just to keep you alive that much longer. He can be pretty useful. But really, just, you know, those things are bonuses. Hard-hitting champions is what you really need. I actually used Hulk back in the day because my strategy was just to die, pop a 20% revive, go back in, deal as much damage as I can, die, rinse and repeat. And Hulk, since he starts out at, you know, at 20% health, if I was using a 20% revive, he kind of just started hitting decently hard from the start. You never give me any credit for giving you that majestic head of hair. I worked hard to do that. You actually did cut my hair a few times. I remember the last time I... Well, the last time I went from having hair like Pete to hair like this. It's never been the same ever since. So thanks for that. Classic Daredevil, hi, Sid could help. Yeah, Classic Daredevil, he was alright. He was alright. His damage output's not the highest. But yeah, the auto evade's nice. The problem with that fight is over time, your ability accuracy gets reduced. So even though he has a 100% chance at the start of the fight to evade the specials or any other projectile, your ability accuracy starts to dip, and eventually you're not going to auto evade. Drunken Champion sent it over $10, dude. Thank you so much. Saying BG, I missed the beta stream. Thoughts? The beta stream. You're talking about the Old Man Logan and Colossus beta stream? I guess, since that's, yeah, I didn't do like the Act 6 beta stream. My thoughts are this. I think both of them are pretty cool. Both of them certainly much improved over their current state. Colossus seems like he's going to be more useful than Old Man Logan. It kind of feels similar to the Carnage and Venom update where, you know, I think Carnage was really fun to play and did high damage and stuff like that. And I feel like Old Man Logan is going to have a bit of that going for him. But when it comes down to which champion that you're going to be probably ranking up and, you know, able to help you get through some quests and stuff, Colossus just feels more like that champion. Has immunities, has a lot of survivability, decent enough damage. Just a pretty good champion all around. But I did like them both. I think they're both cool. I didn't get a chance to test every little detail between the two, so I could be off on, you know, my thoughts for them. Maybe it'll turn out that Old Man Logan is much more useful than I'm originally thinking here. But yeah, I had to turn or change my masteries to do Act. Wait a minute. Hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah, okay. Like the other thing about old man Logan is I don't really run deep wounds with him. I did change my masteries for the testing, but that's I guess that's another thing that I kind of have against him in a way. But I know not everybody has that against him. Some people will find that be fine. Douglas sending over a pound. Thank you very much, dude. Where's your last? Here we go. OMG, love my 5C5 thing. Going through variant 2 like a hot knife through butter. Oh yeah, dude. Absolutely. Thing is so damn strong, dude. So damn strong. Dude, thank you for the pound. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, he's super strong. There's a bunch of synergies that you can give him. I'm guessing you're using those synergies already, but if you're not familiar, I can try to say what they are. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Captain Bay, sup BG? I think you'd be happy to hear I'm officially all caught up on It's Always Sunny. Oh, okay, I see. Hit enter Tatsun. Yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Yeah, nice, dude. We actually just watched the latest season ourselves. So you're saying you're an expert on bird law now? Well, I don't know about expert, but pretty well versed. Who's your favorite champion now? It's Venom the Duck. Don't even get a chance to play him all that much, but it is Venom the Duck. BG is unawakened Captain 4-star America. Is it good to max out? If you're talking about the Captain America Infinity War version, then sure. The other Captain America is not so much. In your entire stream, I built furniture and reorganized the entire closet. Nice. Getting started on those chores that we gotta do. Alright. Anyway, though, it is getting a little bit late here, and to be honest, I'm pretty damn tired. So I'm going to be cutting the stream here. I didn't finish getting the tier 5 basic, but that's alright. I got close enough, and I could finish that up with just running like my 4 stars tomorrow or something like that. Wake up early in the morning, run my 4s, be done with that before the other arenas start up. Let's hope for some units. Been a while since I saw a 225er. Let's get it. Let's freaking get it. And yes, go them. Is that got them? I'm guessing that for the synergies. Okay. Good. Units, please. Please. Gold. It's alright. Ready for the new season. That was my goal. Have it done before the next season starts. Cool. What time is it there? It is 12:08 a.m. 12 in the morning. Hey BG, I think the itemless run may have your measure. Are you saying you don't think I can make it through? I'll make it through, man. I think I'll make it through. Just, you know, today didn't go so well, but hey, there's going to be days like that. I think there was one other stream where I didn't get through a single path, but then the next time I came back and knocked out 2 paths, so. Or something like that. Either way, I can get through those paths. It's just sometimes it doesn't go your way. It's all part of the game. Just woke up from my nap. Lags. Oh no, dude, you're going to be up all night. Hopefully it was a short nap and not like a 6-hour nap or something. Or I guess it couldn't have been a 6-hour nap. Well, actually it could have been. That was about when we stopped 6 hours ago. Alright, anyway. I am going to head out of here, guys. Drunken Champion, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. I appreciate that. hopefully I gave enough info about the new champions. I was only kind of it was a pretty brief test versus the whole beta, the Colossus and Old Man Logan testing that I did. It was relatively brief because it was 2 champions all crammed into like an hour and a half of a stream or something. So more time will tell exactly how good these champions are. But yeah, I am leaning towards Colossus being much more useful than Old Man Logan, actually. We'll see. My early assessment could be incorrect. But on that note, I am out of here. And actually, I should say too, I have plans to take both of them to rank 4 because I do have 2 mutant gems that I got from variant 3. So I'll have a bit more time for testing once they go live. But all right, anyway, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. It's gonna be normal time, no day stream. If you weren't here earlier for Sunspot testing, that was the first half of the stream, the first hour. And my general thoughts are that he's pretty cool, and I think he can be useful in some situations where you need his utility, but you're probably not going to be playing a bunch outside of those situations, even though his damage output's very high. Okay, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.